You're not Lauren Frank.
You sure about that?
The woman I'm looking for would be considerably younger.
Oh, thanks a lot, jackass. You're not exactly a spring chicken yourself.
No argument there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply that you are old. You are clearly not. It's just that the woman I'm looking for is...
Younger.
She's a kid. Like in her early 20s.
Good luck with that.
Wait, please. I'm sorry, we got off to a bad start here. Can we start again? My name is Luke Spencer. I'm searching for a young woman named Lauren Frank. I was led to believe that she was here.
Nobody here but me.
Well, then, can you tell me where I can find her?
I don't know any Lauren Frank, so I don't know where you'd find her. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'll make it worth your while.
Are you offering me money?
If that's what it takes. The woman who hired me to find Lauren Frank is a very wealthy woman. Her name is Tracy Quartermain. Maybe you've heard of her?
Quartermain. As in the Port Charles Quartermains?
That's her.
So this Quartermain woman wants to find Lauren Frank. Why? Is she your long-lost daughter?
No. She isn't her daughter. But unless I'm mistaken, she's yours.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a daughter.
My sources tell me that Lauren Frank's mother's name is Ava Jerome. Ava Jerome. Isn't that you?
Correct. I'm Ava Jerome. Nothing to do with Frank. Didn't you say that was the girl's last name?
It's her father's name, Robert Frank. Better known in the art world and in certain criminal circles as Franco. You ever hear of him?
I'm an art dealer, Mr. Spencer. I most definitely have heard of Robert Franco Frank. He was a genius. There's an avid market for his work. Sadly, I do not represent his estate.
I recently paid a visit to his mother. She confirmed for me that he was Lauren Frank's father. And she said, quote unquote, that bitch of a mother wouldn't let Franco near his daughter. She also confirmed that that bitch of a mother's name was Ava Jerome, and that this was her last known address. So here I am. And here you are.
It's true. I did have a daughter with that psychopath.
I thought you said he was a genius.
The two are not mutually exclusive. And I had every reason to be a bitch. I was protecting my daughter. I didn't know Franco was insane when I met him. I was working at a gallery in Soho. I believe they now call girls with those entry-level jobs gallerinas.
And Franco was, in the art world, considered a rising prodigy.
He had just done this huge graffiti installation on a bank wall. Totally illegal. He just showed up one day and started painting. And no one stopped him. By the time the building owner notified the police, it was too late. The mural had captured the public imagination. People would stand out on the sidewalk, watching him paint. Schools were taking kids on field trips. When the building owners tried to have the mural removed, one of the public arts trusts sued to keep it in place, and they won. Based on the fact that the painting was public property. By the time the mural was completed, every dealer in the city was clamoring to represent Franco.
Of all the galleries in all the towns in all the world, and so forth.
He was Sexy, charming. I hung his first show, and he brought me a bunch of artichokes wrapped in a silk ribbon to say thank you.
Artichokes. That's far more creative than roses.
Art is often about commerce. People trying to buy themselves good taste. And Franco was different. More than a flavor of the month. He was talented. Even gifted. Especially in those days. His early work wasn't so relentlessly dark. Everyone wanted to know Franco. Wanted a piece of him. And he was showering me with attention. It was seductive. I lost my objectivity. And we ended up in bed. I got pregnant. In retrospect, I never should have told him.
But you did?
He was thrilled. Too thrilled. It was as if the baby, it was like he'd made her. Like she was his work of art. She wasn't her own person. She was something he owned, that he could change and mold like clay. That's when I started to see what I had refused to see before. Franco was extremely eccentric. And there was a very scary side to him. I wanted no part of it. I didn't want Lauren to know anything about Franco or his side of the family.
You mean his mother?
As far as I know, that's the only family he had. I cut all ties. And just so we're clear, my daughter is Lauren Jerome. Lauren Frank was just wishful thinking on Franco's part. I did not want her to have his name.
She doesn't. Technically, her name is Quartermain.
Franco was a Quartermain.
His adoption was as illegal as they come.
So, Robert Frank was actually Robert Quartermain.
Which means his daughter, your daughter,
He's a Quartermain.
I don't know if you're aware of it, but the Quartermains have been through a spot of trouble recently.
Yeah. Well, I read something about them fighting over a company.
As a Quartermain, your daughter has a vote. She needs to give that vote to Tracy.
Why?
Because the current CEO, Tracy's nephew, AJ, is a mess. He's a chronic screw-up. He's never done anything successful in his life, and he's guaranteed to drive this company into the ground. He's already started that process.
So that's why Tracy wanted you to find Lauren, my daughter, as the tiebreaker in some battle for control of ELQ.
You are admirably quick on the uptake, Miss Jerome. Yes, Tracy needs Lauren to help unseat this irredeemable jerk and thereby save the family fortune. Will you help us do that?
Assume this AJ is also looking for Lauren?
Yes, but he won't find her. I've taken care of that.
I'm sure you have. You are clearly very resourceful.
Thank you. I try.
And I assume there's money in this for you somewhere?
A nominal fee. I'm doing this for a woman who would do the same for me. Tracy is scary smart, and by rights, the company belongs to her.
I just don't know if I want my daughter to get involved.
I understand. But what you need to know is that as a Quartermain, your daughter is entitled to everything that entails. Money, prestige, connections.
These people sound miserable.
Isn't everyone, Ava? Really? It's been my experience. That money may not eliminate misery, but it certainly makes it easier to bear.
Excellent point.
Just make sure that she signs this, which guarantees that she turns her vote over to Tracy.
You know, I'm gonna have to think about this.
Fine, think about it. But don't wait too long.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Hospital.
What do you say? Will you help me, Olivia?
Woodrow, can you help me find my son? Sleep okay?
If Tracy and Nicholas are here together, it's to sabotage me.
You?
Me?